Hey, welcome back to another video. I wanted to share a few tips that have saved me and saved me time while working with Zoho Analytics. So let's jump right into the workspace. Okay, it's pulling me up to my Explorer tab over here, so we're going to start here. Now, on this side over here, there's this little View By tab. Mine's got a folder to start out with. You can see there's three options. So I'm going to stick on folders, and you can see I have this folder, and this folder holds all my CRM modules, and this holds other tables and reports that I have. If I extend this or expand it, you can see that I have some subfolders. I've got an accounting subfolder and sales subfolder. Now, this is the tip. You can only go too deep. So if you have, for example, accounts receivable, accounts payable, or many different salespeople that you want to keep information for, you can only go too deep, so you can't do other folders under here. You just can't. So you got to work around it. Most of the time you won't even need that though. Alright, let's move back to this. Now I'm going to skip over this one because I want to save the best for last. Still part of tip number 1, you can see the different types of tables you have. And they're all split out by types. Dashboards, pivot charts, bar charts, query tables, and data tables. That is an easy way to figure out if you can't remember what you named something. Oh, I know it was a dashboard. Oh, look at that. Here's all my dashboards, and you can search them that way. All right, jump back here. Best for last, related views. This is my very favorite because it tells you what charts are coming from what data sources. So if I go right here, you can see accounts. Oh, look, it's indented. This chart is coming off of this account. It's using that data from the accounts table. This bar chart right here is using data from the leads table. So that's an easy way to figure out if I need to change something or if I'm going to delete a table for some reason, how is it going to affect it? What other charts is it going to delete? Keep in mind that queries and dashboards cannot be fit underneath. They can't be shown relationally because queries can use multiple tables, so it'd be difficult to show this like as a subcategory of any 2 or 3 or 4, however many joins you have. And same with this dashboard. Dashboards can hold tables and charts from a number of different data sources, and so there's no way it's going to be able to subcategorize those. Okay, that was a long tip number 1. Tip number 2, we're actually going to stay right here. In this search bar, you can search what your table name is, but if you don't remember what your table name is because you created a dashboard 3 months ago that no one ever used, but all of a sudden they need it for a meeting, you can come right here and go, okay, I know it was a dashboard. Let's search for only dashboards. Boom. All right. Here's all my dashboards. This will do the same thing as types, right? Dashboards. And it's also filtered here. If I move it back to related views, all right, perfect. So now it's only looking for dashboards. You can do this on the Explorer tab with any of these different options. Dashboards, bar charts, pivot charts, summary views, tabular data, your queries, or your data sources. You can do that little searching tool with reports, all the different types of reports, and data. Since this little data tab holds your data tables and your queries. Okay, tip number 3. Let's jump to a new tab. Data sources. Now in other videos I've shown how to import, but this, once it's already been imported, is a super helpful view. You can see right here data source, where it's coming from, and in some connections you can see the exact source. So my Zoho CRM is called BI Analytics. You can see how many tables are brought in, and then you can see my favorite stuff right here, the schedules. So you can see the last import and status. So right here, data sync was successful the last time it pulled information from the CRM. When did it do it? Perfect, right there. 6:10 p.m. You can see here sync was successful on this other one too. Now the next schedule time is when it's going to sync. And that is super helpful. If someone's asking you, hey, I need this for a meeting, when's the next time it's going to update, or is my information updated? You can come in here and say, well, it looks like it's going to update at 5. And little extra piece of advice, this right here, sync now. If you need to sync it faster than what it's scheduled for, you can go ahead and hit that and it will immediately start resyncing. On mine, it will resync from BI Analytics. Right here, this says NA because I haven't set up a schedule to pull that in since it was just a flat file. Remember, though, on this, you can only hit sync now 5 times between schedules. So if I have this scheduled, I have it every day at a certain time. So every 24 hours it's scheduled to repoll. I can only hit sync now 5 times between them. If you have it set up so it's going to poll every 3 hours, you can do it 5 times between those 3 hours. But just remember, there is that limitation on there. All right, let's go down to our last tip, which is one of my favorites and has really saved me. This beautiful little note is what I love. The developers of Zoho have really been helpful on this one. As you can see, deleted visualizations will be retained in trash for 45 days. If you accidentally delete something, a chart, a dashboard, any kind of, for the most part, tables, all you have to do is come down here and hit restore. And it brings it right back to how you had it. The dashboards will be right back to how you had it. Be wary of widgets that you have on your dashboards. When you restore a dashboard, you might want to go check those. They don't always come through perfectly, but for the most part, this is super nice and helpful and will bring everything back. I have used this in 2 different ways. One, if I see that I created a dashboard 6 months ago and it hasn't been used, I might just delete it because it's just wasting space taking it up in there. If no one talks to me about needing that dashboard for 45 days, that means they probably don't need it on top of the 6 months that they already haven't seen it. So it's fine to just let it sit there and then die. Where you can get in trouble is if all of a sudden there's a big meeting or something and you waited till the 46th day, then it's completely gone. You have to completely rebuild it. The other way I use this is if I need to figure out how long ago something was deleted, or I need to figure out who deleted it. It's really nice. I can see date modified. When did they delete it? And this little deleted by me. Then you can go ahead and see, did I purposely delete that? How did it get deleted? And you can remedy that. Last little tidbit here. If you accidentally delete a system data source, so I go in to my data sources, I go here, and I remove this data source. That is terrible. We don't ever want to do that. But if it happens, Zoho support still has your information on their backend. So it's horribly scary in the moment you do it, because all of a sudden here it will say, you can't restore it. Contact support. You can't restore this. Contact support. Contact support. They'll get back to you. They'll restore it all. And most of the time, at least in my case, they have been able to put back dashboards, reports, everything that was deleted off of those. All right. Those are my tips for Zoho Analytics. I hope you found them helpful. Remember to like and subscribe so I can keep creating these videos. It's pretty fun for me, so please do. And I hope this helped. We'll see you in the next one.